Good afternoon and welcome to the St. Clair County Daily Briefing. Today I'm joined by EMA Operations Manager Randy Randolph. Director Simmons and Chairman Kern completed a phone call this morning, one that we were not wanting to occur, but it did a conference call with the Illinois Department of Public Health, the Governor's Office, Illinois State Police, and the Department of Commerce, in which it is projected that tomorrow we will reach our third consecutive day above 8%, which could cause mitigations to go back here for Region 4, similar to those mitigations that are throughout the state and identical to what we just got off. Those mitigations would be expected to start around on Wednesday, so we will know for sure tomorrow once that third 8-day sits and the Illinois Department of Public Health puts out the new restrictions, but we do anticipate we are going to have that third day above 8 tomorrow, and that new restrictions will be placed here on Region 4. It's unfortunate, but the chairman and the director are still working hard to make sure they have the best investments here for St. Clair County, working to get any businesses that need business interruption grants and various things. So with that, we'll go ahead and get right into the numbers. Today we have tested 110,505 individuals in St. Clair County, which is an increase of 907 from yesterday. Of those, 8,827 positive tests were received. That is an increase of 65. Those are males and females from under the age of 1 and into their 80s. Our daily county positivity is 7.2%, and our 7-day rolling is 7.7%. For negative tests, we've had 101,678. We're happy that there are no new deaths to report today, so that number remains at 220. For those that have completed their IDPH required 10-day isolation period, we are at 7,967. For state totals, they have tested 7,196,855 individuals, with positive tests being 370,194. Today, that's a new increase, which set a record here in Illinois of 6,161 new positives since yesterday. Unfortunately, with that came the announcement of 63 new deaths in the state of Illinois, which brings the state death total to 9,481. And as always, our condolences go to the family and friends of those individuals. For hospitalization numbers here in St. Clair County, we have 58 COVID-related patients hospitalized, and 3 of those patients are on ventilators. In the region, we have 105 patients hospitalized, and 8 of those patients are on ventilators. We are also happy to report that there are no new changes today in any of our congregate care facilities. So, Randy, I'll turn it over to you to take the zip code information.
Thank you, Brian. We're going to go into the zip code report today, and this report is cumulative numbers since the beginning, since we started reporting them. In 62059, there are now 19, which is an increase of 1. In 62201, there are 282, which is an increase of 2. In 62203, there are now 263, which is an increase of 8. In 62206, there are now 528, which is an increase of 2. In 62207, there are 268, which is a negative number, down 1 from yesterday. In 62208, there are 523, which is an increase of 5. In 62220, there are 674, which is an increase of 2. 62221 is at 819, which is an increase of 9 since yesterday. In 62223, there are now 544, which is an increase of 5. 62226 reaches 933, which is an increase of 10. 62258 is up to 238, which is an increase of 3. In 62260, there are now 168, which is an increase of 1. In 62264, there are 113, which is an increase of 2. 62269 now has 710, which is an increase of 4. And finally, 62285 reaches 149, which is an increase of 1. today, as Brian was talking about, the regional positivity rate as of October 20th is up to 8.2%. And that's made up by Bond County coming in at 10.8%, Clinton 14.2%, Madison 6.9%, Monroe at 0.6%, Randolph at 5.5%, St. Clair at 8.3%, and Washington being the highest at 14.8%. So, Brian, we talked about the possibility of new mitigations.
Yeah, unfortunately, the new mitigations are expected to be announced tomorrow once our region hits that third consecutive day above 8. As you mentioned today, 8.2. And we've dreaded this moment. We didn't want to come and bring this information, but it's important that we continue to work together as Team St. Clair. These masks are the most important thing. It helps everyone understand that this is what's going to help slow the spread of this virus.
Right.
We need to wear a mask, wash your hands, watch your social distancing. And we've worked through these mitigations once before. Our county came together, our region pitched in at the end, and we were able to make it work. And we need to do that again. We need to make sure that we are working to slow the spread. We have seen increases here recently. Here, even in St. Clair County, we've had some
Right.
high days recently. And as flu season's approaching, we need to remind everyone, get out, get your flu shot. The health professionals are telling us there's nothing more important right now than making sure you get that flu shot, because you don't want it to be compounded with the flu and COVID-19.
Right.
So we just have to make sure we continue to spread that word. For the business owners out there that are affected, we got to make sure we're working within these mitigations. The business interruption grants will be available through the Department of Commerce, also here through St. Clair County, as Rick Stubblefield with the Grants Department has announced several times. We have business interruption grants available here as well. But by following these mitigations, we will work together and get our businesses back open and get through this next wave of COVID-19 as we inch closer and closer to that vaccine that is hopefully coming in the near future.
Definitely, and as many of the experts around the country have said, and you can even look at the statistics online and see that we're going up on that third peak of the year, unfortunately, and that's really compounding the issue. And then now with the weather becoming cooler and people are kind of being forced to go back inside and congregate more indoors as opposed to being outside where all the fresh air is, that's just going to make things worse. And like you said, getting your flu shot, the last thing you need to know is, or to be thinking about is this the flu or is it COVID? And of course, anyone that's displaying because the symptoms are so similar.
Well, and that leads to the importance of testing.
Right.
And we talk about testing on here all the time. We have testing today at Belleville West High School, back there tomorrow at Belleville West High School, 7 days a week at the Jackie Joyner Kersey Center in East St. Louis, along with CVS in Belleville and Swansea. We have the Walgreens in Coquia. We have a lot of availability for testing here in the area, and we want to make sure that everyone takes advantage of that testing. There are many people who are asymptomatic who have been determined to be positive that could be out spreading this virus, so we want to identify those people, remove them from the population,
Right.
so they're not unintentionally passing this virus on to everyone. We will work together. We will continue to do this together as Team St. Clair. We just ask you, wear a mask, wash your hands, watch your social distancing, and make sure that we get together and get through this as a team. So until tomorrow, we will have our question and answer segment tomorrow at 3:30. We'll be back here shortly to translate this into our Spanish-speaking communities. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Mask, gloves, soap, scrubs, TikTok, Grubhub, Twinks, Jocks, Bears, Cubs, Zoom is the new club. 6 feet, no hugs, still beat these mugs. Mask, gloves, soap, scrubs, mask, gloves, soap, scrubs, mask, gloves, soap, scrubs.
Mask, gloves, soap, scrubs, mask, gloves, soap, scrubs, mask, gloves, soap, scrubs, mask, gloves, soap, scrubs.
No school, gym closed, don't touch these clothes. Need food, this blows. Line at Trader Joe's. At home, gym fish, don't come close. Just wave, wave, blow a kiss, mask for mask, sis. Left, right, swiping on Tinder. What was life like? I can't remember. Needing my haircut, somebody shave her. Where is all of the toilet paper?
Gloves, soap, scrubs, mask, gloves, soap, scrubs.
Okay, dolls, y'all know what time it is. Come on, stay inside and lock the door. Stay inside.